Want to know the secret to get you more money when selling your home? Let's talk about the art of getting your home ready for market. I'm Stephanie Salerno from the Stephanie Salerno team at Coldwell Realty. As successful listing agents, getting your home ready for market is a big part of our listing strategy so that we can get you more exposure, more buyers, and maximize your sales price. Today I will reveal how homes that are staged and prepped for market maximize their sales price and how you can unlock the hidden potential of your property. The first step is to focus on any repairs and maintenance. Make a list of any necessary repairs. I'm talking leaky faucets. When was the last time that your septic was pumped or last time your furnace was cleaned? Any of those trippy light switches? Do any of your cabinet hinges need to be tightened? A well-maintained home conveys value and care. And those are things that could come up potentially during the home inspection period, so it's great to address them right up front. Next, it's time to depersonalize and declutter. You're going to want to remove excess items from every room, including anything personal, like family photos. Remove any excess furniture, so those little extra side tables and chairs. The goal is to create a clear and uncluttered environment so that your buyer can visualize themselves there. If you're busting at the seams and completely grown out of your closet, you're advertising to your buyer that you don't have enough room in your house. And psychology of the buyer, they'll think about how they might outgrow this house too. Extra furniture takes up too much visual space and advertises the buyer even maybe some missing features of your home. So remove that extra side table that's housing personal items or that over-the-toilet storage container that's telling them that maybe your vanity's too small or that you don't have a linen closet. Remove the second dresser from your bedroom because you're just reminding the buyer that you may not have enough closet space and making them think that they may not either. If you don't fit in your house, you send the message to your buyer that they may not either. Some general rules of thumb to follow are closets 2/3 full with very little on the floor. A perfectly staged bedroom is a bed, 2 nightstands with a lamp on either side, and 1 dresser. Most dining rooms should have a dining table and 4 chairs. Consider removing that extra leaf and use a sidebar or a hutch only if space permits. Kitchen counter should be completely clear, so put away any of the extras, those small utensil containers, your knife block, any small appliances, and if you don't have a built-in microwave, put that away too. If you have space for a coffee bar, that's awesome. You can set up a very minimal coffee bar area, and in one corner, you're going to want to set up a small little vignette to create the perception of depth. So that might be a cookbook on a stand or a small plant with a plate, just something to give the vision of depth while still keeping those counters nice and clean and clear. You want to draw the buyer's eyes to awesome counter space and visually move their eyes around the room. As you declutter, consider it pre-packing. So pack your stuff up and move it out of there. Consider renting a storage container if necessary, but it is okay to put stuff in the basement or the garage as long as you stack organized, stack high, and not stack wide. Buyers and their inspectors will need to see the perimeter of your house as well as all mechanicals, so you want to make sure your items are free and clear of those areas. So again, stack high, not wide, but it's okay to utilize those spaces. It's okay for your buyer to see that you're motivated to make a move. When it comes to accessorizing, make sure you accessorize thoughtfully. Use items that add warmth and character without overwhelming the space. I love using little pops of green here and there with some plants or small succulents, and I am obsessed with using books as accents throughout your home. Keep bedding neutral. Neutral bedding not only photographs better, but it creates a calm, inviting, relaxing, serene environment. And in your bathroom, use only white, fluffy towels. Think about the last time you walked into that bougie luxury hotel or even into a spa to relax. Put away any pet items. Though I absolutely love my fur babies, not everybody is an animal lover, or some people even have allergies. So be sure to put away those dog beds, those kitty litter boxes, dog bowls, any items that remind the buyer that you may have a pet. And this is a great time to make sure you don't have any pet damage or pet smells. So what about furniture arrangement? Arrange furniture to maximize the perception of space and create a flow in your house. Avoid overcrowding and draw attention to your home's best features. So be sure to advertise your focal points in your room. So if you have a great fireplace, for example, make sure the furniture is facing that fireplace and highlighting that as a focal point to the living room. And if it can at all be avoided, Avoid placing any furniture in front of a window because it could close off the room and not let in as much natural light. Arrange furniture so that people can easily flow from one space to another and don't obstruct any walkways. And also consider furniture balance. So if you have a large couch on one side of the room, you may want to add 2 chairs or a coffee table to help offset that balance. And consider scale. Don't use furniture that is way too big for your space. You want to create an open, airy space to make spaces look larger. And you want to help buyers visualize themselves there. So create cozy conversation areas with seating facing each other to encourage face-to-face interaction. When it comes to repairs and upgrades, even the small changes can have a really large impact. Now, I'm not recommending you renovate your entire kitchen just to put it on the market. I am talking small, in-budget upgrades that can help maximize your home's value. Paint can give you a huge bang for your buck. Painting your walls a nice neutral color can help create a larger space, create a light and airy effect, and give your buyers a clean canvas so they can visualize themselves living there. And consider painting your wood trim white. Now, I know not everyone likes this tip and trick. However, painting your trim white is one of the quickest ways to upgrade a house because new construction uses white trim. So painting your trim white immediately updates your property. Also, painting your cabinets is a quick way to upgrade your kitchen space or by adding on-trend hardware. And lighting. Updating lighting is a very quick and cost-efficient way to bring your home to modern standards. And lighting today is extremely affordable. There are great under $100 light options out there that can make a huge impression. So speaking of lighting, lighting is an essential part of staging a home. A well-lit home creates a warm and inviting space, and buyers need to see what they're buying. If you don't have them already, invest in some lamps. You can bring them to the next house, and I promise you, they make a big difference. Even if you have overhead lighting in a bedroom, still consider putting lamps on the nightstand. And if you don't have overhead lighting, make sure you have a lamp in that space, preferably on a switched outlet, especially with it getting dark earlier in the evening. As people tour your home, they need to be able to see your room. Please do not use those daylight light bulbs. They create a very institutional feel, and you want to create a warm feel in your house. And if you're into that Edison bulb trend like I am, they also come in a warm white. Make sure you don't use those amber Edison bulbs that cast a yellow hue. And nothing beats natural lighting. So make sure you're maximizing that and allowing as much natural light into your home as possible. I usually recommend when you're putting a house on the market for sale to take those curtains and heavy drapes down. They take up a ton of visual space and block a ton of natural light. If you want, you can leave those rods up for the next buyer so you don't create holes in your walls, but please take those curtain downs at least for photos. And while we're at it, make sure you watch those windows so we allow as much natural light to flood into your house as possible. And in many cases, it actually may make sense to take up those area rugs. First of all, they're buying hardwood floors, but also rugs can sometimes create a visual stop. So a room that would otherwise flow, it makes a space feel smaller by really defining a small space. So taking those rugs up can sometimes also have a huge impact. Now, I hear often people say, I can't take that rug up because the floor has faded from the sun through the years, or you know what, that's hiding a huge scratch on the floor. It is okay to show those things to a buyer because they need to know what they're buying. And the last thing you want is to have an issue at final walkthrough because your buyer said that you hid a scratch on the floor or didn't disclose something to them. All right, next up, curb appeal. This is your buyer's first impression. And nowadays, many buyers actually drive by your house first before even booking an appointment. So make sure they like what they see when they do their drive-by so that they want to get over the threshold of your home. Keep that lawn mowed, pull up those weeds, use plantings thoughtfully, and put down a fresh layer of mulch. Make sure there's no chipping or peeling paint, update that outside light fixture, and don't be afraid to use a pop of color on your front door. So the yellow door is a really big trend these days that I am loving, and I'm pretty obsessed with that robin's egg blue door. And let's not forget about the classic sage green. And if color isn't your jam, a classic black door can still make a great statement. Lastly, and certainly not least, is clean, clean, clean. A spotless home is a more attractive one. If you're meticulous about your cleaning habits, chances are you're also meticulous about maintaining your home, cleaning your furnace, taking care of any issues as they arise. So that certainly adds a warm and fuzzy touch to your buyers and sends a great message to them about your home. Invest in a professional cleaner if you need to do a nice deep clean on your house to make sure it shines. Make sure your home doesn't smell like smoke, pet odors, or strong food odors. Clean your carpets, your vents, and even change your AC filters if you need help with smells. But please do not use air fresheners to mask smells. Nothing advertises more the fact that you're trying to cover up a smell than a plug-in air freshener. Now that we went through all the efforts of getting your home ready for market, you want to keep it that way. You want to keep your house immaculate. Maintain the staging through your showing period and even all the way through appraisal. Cleanliness is key, so make sure those beds are made and dishes are put away so that buyers can show your home on a moment's notice. You want to be as flexible as possible so that we can maximize the number of showings, so always keep your home in go position. And don't be afraid to seek professional advice. When listing with the Stephanie Salerno team, we provide you with a consultation with a certified stager to give you a very specific to-do list to help get your home ready for market so that you can maximize your sales price. Getting your home ready for market can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help and our contact information is listed in the description below. If you found this video useful, be sure to like and subscribe as we'll be providing you with more valuable information and insights as a homeowner. And if you have a friend that you think would find this information useful, please feel free to share it with them. Also, be sure to follow us over on our social media for more tips and tricks. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.